While visiting Arco in 2013, we had no idea what lay ahead for the school in the next year. At the time, water was already a concern, but we were hoping it would rain soon. Unfortunately, it turned out that it was the beginning of a severe drought in the Chaco area. We prayed for rain, but God said wait. Not only was there a literal drought, but also a financial drought as well. While the school administration and teachers were looking at financial cutbacks, God provided generous donors who had a heart for the school. With funds now available, the water reservoir could be enlarged and a liner could be placed in the water tank. While this work was being done, I spoke with Uwe Stahl and we agreed that we would ask God to hold off on the rain until these projects were complete. On the last day, the laborers worked overtime to complete the work, and that night it rained. A rainfall that continued for 6 days, bringing the water level in the reservoir to 1 meter. With a few more rainfalls, the reservoir was overflowing. Praise God! This answer to our prayers was very humbling and touched me greatly. We would have been so thankful to have it rain sooner, but God wanted to do so much more, and His timing is always perfect. From the reservoir, the water is pumped into the clay tank. Then, water is pumped through a filtering system into the cistern. From there, it is pumped into the tower tanks, and then gravity feeds it to the taps. The higher tank services the irrigation system in the garden. With the increased water supply, the garden was also enlarged and irrigated and is flourishing, providing enough vegetables for the school's needs.
With the finances God has provided, the following improvements could also be made. With support from Germany, a gym has been built with a performance stage and lighting so that students can use it for activities at nighttime. The gym was built on the present soccer field site, and so a different area needed to be prepared for a new soccer field. A store has been erected to supply goods to the local community and the school, and in turn, the school directly benefits from the profits. Existing rooms have been converted into a computer room and a sewing room, and computer and sewing classes have been implemented into the school, giving students the opportunity to acquire valuable skills for their future. When donated wood is available, woodworking projects can take place, teaching students how to build various items and essentials for everyday life. And finally, outdoor lighting has been installed.
Arco provides a full, hands-on life skills experience to its students. The student body is divided into 2 groups, morning and afternoon classes. While the one group is in the classroom, the other one is busy with looking after the grounds, animals, garden, and meal preparation. The students who live on campus help to maintain the grounds according to their age and ability level.
Derecho acá. Vale ahí.
While this is being done, others are helping with the meal preparation. They are taught how to keep a house clean and tidy. They do their own laundry with clean water, which is not to be taken for granted.
Learning how to grow a vegetable garden is also part of their everyday life. They are also taught how to care for animals, such as goats, pigs, and chickens. And when the time comes, they are taught how to prepare them for the kitchen.
A pair of guard dogs are being raised and trained to protect the animal herds from roaming dogs. A young wild boar is being raised to protect the animal pens, as wild boars are very territorial.
A large amount of firewood needs to be gathered and chopped up for the cooking fire. Since milk is not pasteurized, it must be strained for impurities and then boiled for preservation. As we all know, mealtime is a very important part of our daily life. Under the supervision of the cook, they help to prepare their own meals.
During the day, there's always time for a game of marbles, checkers, or other leisure activities.
Struggling students receive extra tutoring beyond their classroom lessons. It takes a lot of cooperation and effort to coordinate meals for 170 students. The dining room floors and tables are washed on a daily basis. Plates are counted. Meals are prepared and served. Then delivered to the dining room tables before students enter for lunch.
The students who live less than 4 kilometers from the school commute daily. Most walk to school, but some are fortunate enough to have a bicycle.
Life at home is simple, yet combined with contentment and pride with what they have.
¿Acá duerme juntos en esa cama?
Sí.
¿Y acá? ¿No hay ni una?
No. A ver los canadienses con Alemania. ¿Y vos no querés probar?
No, está bien. Nada más. ¿Dónde está tu cama? ¿Esa es tu cama? Acá duerme toda la familia, ¿eh?
The hope for a better future is very alive, and attending Arco Iris is a part of that dream. God has provided a lot of blessings to Arco Iris through generous donors, favorable environmental conditions, and faithful servants with the gift of administration, such as Claudio Hine and his committee, who have taken over the day-to-day administration of the school and the managing of the resources God has provided.